I'm here on the Allure of the Seas in Central Park balcony cabin number 11597. Let me show you around a little bit. The door is behind me. I did want to tell you that you are not going to see a perfectly pristine room because I like to film these after we've lived in it a little bit so I can tell you some things that I might have found out and share that with you too. 11597 and 595 are right next door to each other and are opposites. Our room has the bed as you first enter the room with the living area beyond, next to the balcony beyond that. On the left is the bathroom. You have a master switch that turns all the lights on and off. This switch turns on the bathroom, and this does some of the lights in the cabin. Here's our bathroom. It does have a shower door, has a couple of hooks up at the top, a place for you to put your own bath products. It has a combination body wash and shampoo. The shower head does remove from the top if you want it to. There is a little bar for propping your legs while shaving. It does remind you to only flush toilet paper. You don't want to obstruct the toilets. There are a couple of shelves down below, a garbage can, extra toilet paper. 3 little shelves on the side, enough for your toiletries. Not a whole lot of space, but enough for what you need. Hello, Shirley. I'm wearing my Utopia of the Sea shirt, but I am actually on the Allure. There is a cabinet below the sink, an extra garbage can. We have enough room for a toiletry bag. They provide sanitary disposal bags. I do like that they have a couple of hooks right here on the wall next to the towels. We were provided with towels, hand towels, and a couple of washcloths. 3 hooks also on the back of the door to the bathroom. Do need to watch your step because it is a little bit of a raised step coming in and out of the bathroom and could be a trip hazard getting in there if you're not paying attention. The bathroom light is a night light. If I turn the switch off, you can tell that it still has a little bit of a light above that stays on all night. Does kind of come through the bottom of the door, providing a bit of a night light. There is a full-length mirror. Hello, Shirley. And the closet. Now, the closet has a safe. You enter your own 4-digit code. There's shelf space to hang, a little bit of a shelf above it. There's a lot of hangers, so you have room to hang clothes. Some shelves for putting clothes. Room at the bottom, we usually stick our backpacks in there. You can see that, and I've got my dirty clothes kind of stacked in there. Lots of hangers. It does open so that it is double wide with more hanging space here on the right. On the bed sides, there is no drawer. You have a couple of little shelves, so everything's kind of out in the open. I wish they did have a little drawer beside the bedside. Each one of the sides of the bed has a light that you can turn on. Our bed is configured to be together. You can also have it separated. I always bring my own little pillow because I just like my little pillow. Opposite the bed is a painting. The TV is not opposite the bed. There are a couple of little nooks for storing things. They have a couple of hooks, and we brought some of our own magnetic hooks. Makes it really handy for hanging our jackets and hats and whatnot. We also like to make our own little calendar of the cruise so we'll know what to expect each day, and I hang up the show schedule that the cruise line provides. There's a little shelf above the TV. The TV does angle, so I can pull it so that it faces more the bed or more the couch area or just flat. Good size workstation. The mirror above the desk does light up. They provide a refrigerator. It's actually more of a cooler. If you ask them to bring you ice, they'll bring you an ice bucket. We always put it in the refrigerator because that really does help keep things cooler. And we get our own bottles of water and own Cokes and things like that to put in there. They also provide a hair dryer. We use this drawer for some of our other stuff, and 2 other drawers. Beside the mirror is this skinny little shelf, but it has enough room for a few things. I can get my hairbrush in there. Other things that we brought. Has 3 little shelves. Beneath the desk are a few outlets that you may or may not have paid any attention to. And on top of the desk, there are outlets for 3 devices. I love having a couch. There's a little artwork above it. Little table in front of the couch that you can move around that has a garbage can, probably about the smallest garbage can you can possibly find for your room. This is a view of the room looking back toward the door. But of course, having this balcony is a huge plus in my opinion. Now, there are pros and cons to having a Central Park balcony, and I'm going to show you things during the cruise. One of the cons, in my opinion, is that in the middle of the day, if it's a beautiful weather, there's a lot of stuff going on at the pool deck and it's noisy. You can see them doing a dance class above. I don't know that I really want to watch people shaking it from down here, but I'm going to show you the view at other times during the day and night as well. It's early morning here on the Central Park balcony. They have piped in bird noises. There are a few people stirring downstairs. Some have gone to the park cafe. Not much going on. It's very peaceful to sit out on the balcony, have a cup of coffee. There's no expectation of privacy though on these balconies, because I can watch people next door, across the way. And if you have your curtains open, you can see everything. Okay, here we are midday. You can hear a little bit of pre-recorded music from upstairs on the pool deck. We're in port. There are several birds flying around. Sometimes one of those birds will come down into the Central Park and get kind of trapped here while we're in port. I haven't seen that happen this cruise. It's a really good room for being able to listen to the music in the evening. There is a classical guitarist playing tonight. And a jazz singer on another night. My overall preference is to have an ocean view balcony on a sailing, but on this transatlantic sailing, having the Central Park balcony has been pretty nice. You are sheltered from the wind, and we had some really strong winds on this sailing, and our balcony would have been no use to us out in that strong wind. I did miss being able to see things in the port as we docked. I like watching us come in and out of port. Can't do that from a Central Park balcony, but you can watch the people below, and that can be quite entertaining. At night, they have musical performances down below in the Central Park, and we were able to hear the music really well. Our location was great for being able to do that because we had a straight shot down into where the Central Park performers are. If you'd like to see a tour of the whole ship of the Allure of the Seas, I have that on my channel, as well as other things about our trip on our transatlantic. This is Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.